The one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
ADT is the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins. ADT knows every second counts, especially in baseball. 1 second you're down, the next you're on top again. 1 second the bases are loaded, the next everyone's home safe. And when it comes to your home, 1 second you feel safe, and the next something goes wrong. But with ADT's 24/7 professional monitoring, you still do. When every second counts, count on ADT. Visit ADT.com/Marlins or call 800-750-0647 today. For license information, visit ADT.com.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and when it's time for your next move, trust the brand the Miami Marlins trust. The Good Greek, as the National Mover of the Year and Florida's most preferred, Good Greek will make your move a home run every time. Whether it's across town or across the country, trust America's best mover to get you there safely. Schedule your move today at goodgreek.com, the official mover of your Miami Marlins and National Mover of the Year, Good Greek.
Good Greek, moving and storage, your superhero movers.
Visit Miccosukee Casino and Resort, where fortune meets fun. With over 1,800 slot machines, high-stakes bingo, 24/7 poker, and exciting high-limit slots, there's something for everyone to enjoy. From luxurious accommodations and exquisite dining at La Brisa to live entertainment and handcrafted cocktails at Temp Lounge, we thank you for choosing us as the premier casino, resort, brunch, and date night spot in Miami. Reimagined, redesigned. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort online at miccosukee.com.
Thanks for listening to Miami Marlins Baseball. Marlins Baseball is brought to you by ADT, the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins, and Norwegian Cruise Line. Experience more at sea. With the 10th Inning Show, here's the voice of the Marlins, Jack McMullen.
That was a marathon. It was a heck of a game. It was a heck of an environment at Lone Depot Park. Ultimately, the Marlins do fall 7-6 to the visiting Toronto Blue Jays in the middle game of this series. It took 12 innings to do so. It was a game that lasted north of 3.5 hours. Jack McMullen, Gabby Sanchez here with you. This had all the makings of like that all-time game this year, right? Yeah. Not 13-12 the win over the Yankees, but not far off of that. It was fun. It was back and forth. There was energy. There was situational baseball. This game really had it all. I don't want to ask you like what went wrong because it felt like so much went right for the Marlins. How did you take in this game today?
It was a great baseball game. Like really, that's all you can just say about the game. You had a lot of right going for both teams. There was a lot of situational baseball. It's not that just grip it, rip it, hit the homer, like guy on second, move him over, get him in. Both teams doing it back and forth. Even in that last inning, it was like not even a mistake. It was just a really good play from a really good player that made that inning kind of change. But there was nothing you could do. There was a lot of times that it looked like the Marlins had this game. You had the Dane Myers ball off the bat. Looked like that was going to be a home run. The Hernandez ball off the bat. Looked like that one was going to go. So when you look at this game, like you're going to win games, you're going to lose games. This is one of those games that you look back on, you're like, man, that was a battle. It was a fun battle. Unfortunately, we lost.
Yeah.
But there wasn't one thing that you'd be like, oh, we lost because of this.
Right. That's probably where I go. And I try to think back even to like the starting pitching matchup. Jose Barrios looked so good through 6, and then in the 7th, it just unraveled on him, right? A 3-run 7th inning. So I would ask you how Barrios threw, but that's just so deep and buried in the headlines of this game. It doesn't really matter. What does matter is Jansen Junk unfortunately left this game after 92 pitches. He was initially ruled out because of right arm discomfort. We're really hoping for the best for Jansen.
Yeah, I mean, the way that he was throwing too, you talk about that last pitch, the hardest of the night, and all of a sudden, of course, there goes the handshake, comes out of that ball game. He has right arm discomfort. It stinks because the way that he's been throwing the baseball, he's been giving the team a chance to win, which is exactly what you want. You go today, 5 2/3, 6 hits. Like he could have finished off that inning if he didn't have to come out of that game. And it's another quality start. Like that's what he continuously does for the Marlins. That's why the Marlins front office staff, that's why the coaching staff, like they like him, what he's able to do on the mound, and he's been throwing the ball well. So hopefully it's nothing and he's fine. And it was just, hey, it happens. I know that in the offseason I'll throw some baseballs where I'll be like, whoa, what's that? You know, I get some tingling. But that's kind of good. That's going to be the point of this game. Like, where is he going to be at tomorrow?
Yeah, 100%. Two more quick things for you, Gabby Sanchez. Bo Bichette, 4 for 6 day. I don't want to talk about him. I want to talk about the problem on our side in the best way. Javier Sanoja, 3 for 5 today, 3 RBIs. This guy's an animal right now. Javi is such a joy to watch.
He's fun, short, quick to the baseball. He's got some thump.
Yeah.
I mean, 107 off the bat a couple times today.
Twice today.
Like it seems, too, like he's starting to make the adjustments on the pitchers and what they're trying to do now that he's getting a little bit more playing time, because now you're going to have to fill in a third baseman. Yeah. And guess what? There's no other guy that you're going to put there other than Sanoja. It's like, hey, dude, that's your position now because there's been a couple of injuries. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens when those guys come back, because you need that bat in the lineup, and the way that he's hitting the ball, what he can do defensively. It doesn't matter what position he plays, left field, center field, third base, shortstop, second. He handles every single one of those positions really well. But then he's like a little spark plug at the plate and has hard contact, has good at-bats consistently. Like, you don't really see him go up there and be like, boy, that was an ugly at-bat by Sanoja. You're always kind of like, he had a good at-bat. Right. So, I mean, just fun to watch. Happy for him, too. Like, when you get the opportunities to play and be able to produce,
100%,
that is really cool to watch a player kind of exceed in that.
Last thing for you, Gabby Sanchez. This ballpark today was awesome.
It was awesome.
It was a joy. Dominican Heritage Day at the ballpark.
We were right. The concert is in that Budweiser area.
Yeah,
that's why that place was packed.
There you go. But, I mean, it has been such a joy to watch this place come alive during this Heritage Celebration series that the Marlins are doing right now, Dominican Heritage Celebration. On Saturday, the 23rd, and this was just a party at Lone Depot Park. They were into the baseball. This was an amazing crowd in Miami.
Amazing crowd, and I feel like we're going to have another one tomorrow because we got other events tomorrow.
Luis Castillo's Hall of Fame induction.
I mean, that's second to, of course, the Spider-Man shirt.
Yeah, Spidey hoodie
Just
giveaway.
Kidding, Luis Castillo. That's the main event early on before first pitch. They're going to have that, ceremony on the field. I know Tommy Hutton will be down there saying some nice words for Luis Castillo. But yeah, I mean, the way that the fans have kind of come out, win or lose, you see what is going on the field. You see the players, the way that they're playing. They're putting it all out there, their heart, their soul. They're playing hard. They're running hard. They're never giving up. And that's one of the things, too. Like, you look at this game, and like, this game was kind of over. And then all of a sudden they just battle back, and then you re-answer and answer back again. And like, this close to getting the win. Fun team to watch.
Gabby Sanchez, heck of a job today, brother.
Thank you.
We will we'll talk to you tomorrow. We will step aside. We'll run you through the highlights. There's a lot of them when we come back on the Marlins Radio Network.
Plus human.
0-1. Sanoja with the ground ball over to short. So Jay-Z flips to second for one. On to first, dug out by Contreras in time for the double play. But the run does come in to score. It's not productive from an RBI perspective. There are 2 men gone, but the Fish are on the board. It's 1-0 Marlins in the bottom of the second.
Like Citi Field fall.
Yep.
And Atlanta.
First pitch. That one a liner up the gut, rolling right through into center field. It plates 2 more. Marcy in from third. Augustine around. He scores from second. Ball rolls back into the infield, and Heriberto Hernandez has a multi-hit. 2 RBI day. He makes it 3-0 Fish in the bottom of the third. Extended from the letters. And payoff again. That one a bouncing ball up the middle. That one is throw for a base hit. They're going to wave Hicks around. Nootbaar's throw is going to third. It beats Hernandez by plenty. They tag him out there, but Hicks does come in to score. It's an RBI single for Troy Johnston, and there's some more breathing room for the Fish. It's 4-1 Marlins in the bottom of the fifth. Acosta hits high in the air, out to center and deep. Nootbaar is back at the track, and it's gone! Maximo, the first hit of his career, is a big fly. Maximo Acosta, 418 feet later, is in the hit column. And it's 5-2 Marlins in the bottom of the sixth. Someone get him that baseball.
Ow.
Here's the pitch. And it's cut on and missed. Sandy is fired up. It was perfect. A sinker at 93 dove to the lower inside edge. It's a season high. 9 punch-outs for Sandy Alcantara, and he looks like Cy Sandy tonight.
Eloquist.com or call 1-855-ELOQUIS. Hey, this is Eric Wagman, and you're listening to the 10th Inning Show on the Marlins Radio Network.
Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. WINCA Miami, WMIB FM HD2 Fort Lauderdale. Free never sounded so good.
Highlights. We got plenty to play for you from this one. A 7-6 loss for the Marlins in 12 innings to the Toronto Blue Jays. Again, amazing ballpark experience today at Lone Depot Park in Miami. Dominican Heritage Day at the ballpark. And let's run you through the highs here. Scoring got going in the top of the third inning all the way back when. I think that was like 5 o'clock earlier today. But it was George Springer to extend his on-base streak to 18 games. 0-2 to Springer. That one lined through the right side. That is a base hit. One run going to come in and score. Jimenez had to hold, so he pushes to third and stays there. But it is an RBI single from George Springer to open scoring. Runners at the corners, one away. It's 1-0 Blue Jays in the top of the third. You almost forgot that happened, but that happened apparently. We have the audio to confirm that. In the top of the fourth, really nice play defensively, kick-started by Javier Sanoja to get Jansen Junk out of a jam. That one a ground ball over to third. That could be that double play. 5, 4, 3, and the inning is over. Sanoja had it, no problem. Fluid from Javi to X to Hicks at first. That strands a man at third, and Junk is through a scoreless fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 1-0 Blue Jays on the Marlins radio. But then at the top of the sixth, Toronto got another run across thanks to Alejandro Kirk. 1-2. That one, a hard hit ground ball. That's down the right field line. It's a fair ball. That'll be 2 for Kirk. That might score 2. Barger in from second. They're holding Bichette at third. That ball got stuck in the right field corner. No, it came in to the relay man, Xavier Edwards. But it is an RBI double from Alejandro Kirk, and he just guided the barrel to a pitch off the plate away and shot it down the right field line. RBI 2-bagger makes it 2-0 Blue Jays. And the threat not over. Runners at second and third with one away. After that double from Kirk, Jansen Junk, he got Dalton Varsho to strike out on 96 upstairs. After that, Junk was kind of shaking his hand out. He clearly felt something, and he was removed from the game due to right arm discomfort. We will let you know more information as we get it over the coming days. Cade Gibson came in. They intentionally walked Ty France to get to Miles Straw, a pinch hitter. And Straw drew a walk to bring in another run for the Blue Jays. His 3-2 pitch misses inside, ball 4. So Straw draws the walk in a pinch hit plate appearance, and that drives in a run. 2 spot for Toronto this inning, and the threat not over. Bases loaded walk makes it 3-0 Blue Jays in the top of the 6th. And then Toronto got their 4th run across in regulation on a Springer dinger. Who was he slapping?
Cartoon.
0-1. That one hammered high in the air, left center field and deep. That is gone from Springer. Man, he drilled that ball. George Springer, it's his 22nd home run of the season. It was a no-doubt shot to straightaway center, maybe shaded a little bit towards left center, and a Springer dinger. Makes him 2 for 4. It's 4-0 Toronto in the top of the 7th. And that was where Toronto's scoring held, and the Marlins were a back third of the game type of team. In the bottom of the 7th, it was their crooked number, and it started because of Troy Johnston. But after the mound visit, the first pitch, Troy loops it into center. That is in for a base hit. Wagaman held for a minute. He will hold at third base. Hicks comes in to score. Fisher on the board. Runners at the corners. It's an RBI single from Johnston, and it's 4-1 Toronto in the bottom of the 7th. So Johnston plated the first, plating the second. The man, Javier Sanoja, on the way. And that one drilled down the left field line. It's in for a base hit, and it rolls into the corner. Wagaman scores from third. Johnston around third. Relay throw coming home. Bichette fires to the plate. The tag is in time. A perfect relay. Straw started it in the left field corner, and the shortstop Bichette guns down Johnston at the plate. Aaron Lenhart's on the horn. This is either a 2-run game or a 1-run game, and Clayton McCullough opts to challenge. Lenny was taking too much time on the phone, and he was saying, no, don't do it, but the Marlins will challenge. Clayton McCullough had to make a decision. Unfortunately, the call was confirmed and the runner trying to score, Johnston, was out at the plate. So it was a 2-run game. But to make it a 1-run game, a little bit later on in that inning, a pinch hit single from Otto.
He was not really close.
1-0 pitch. That one, a line shot up the gut. That's in for a base hit for waving Javi. The throw goes to third, so Sanoja will come in to score. It's an RBI pinch hit single for Lopez, and it's a 1-run game. So that is how we went to the 9th, tied at 1. And the man, Javier Sanoja, with the fish down 1, and the man, Javier Sanoja, evened this thing up in the bottom of the 9th. First pitch to Javier Sanoja on the way. And that one lined. That's into left center for a base hit, and the game is tied. Sanoja ties it up. This guy is on fire right now. We're knotted at 4. He reached out, he met it, and a little liner up the gut makes it a 4-4 ball game. Hill in from third, and there's one away. That's how we went to extras. And by the way, we're not done with Javier Sanoja. Then the back and forth started. First, it was Ty France at the top of the 10th. 3-1 pitch. That one lifted high in the sky out to right. Myers backing up. He gears up for a throw home. He makes the catch. Bichette tagging. He will push forward. Myers' throw to the plate on line, but late. Man, he's got an arm out there, but Bichette does leg it out. A sacrifice fly is out number 2, but Bichette tags and scores from third base. It's 5-4 Toronto in the top of the 10th. In the bottom of the 10th, the guy we have come to rely on, Jacob Marcy, even at the game. 0-1. Marcy swings. He lines it out to left center field. Barso on the move. He won't get there. Otto comes in to score. Marcy gunning for second, and he's in there sliding. He's got an RBI double. We're tied at 5 in the bottom of the 10th. So the winning run was in scoring position with 1 away in the bottom of the 10th. But unfortunately, Heriberto Hernandez flat out to the warning track and Edison Barger. And then Derek Hill struck out on 3 pitches to send us to the 11th. In the top of the 11th, Andres Jimenez was the Blue Jays guy. 0-1. That one a ground ball. That's through the left side. It's a base hit. RBI single from Andres Jimenez. Will play Miles Straw from third base. And that is an RBI single. Blue Jays take the lead right back. It's 6-5 in the top of the 11th. We're not done with Javi. I told you that. Bottom of the 11th. That guy played hero again. 0-1 pitch. Sanoja with a bouncing ball. That's through the right side. That's a base hit. He is inevitable right now. Javier Sanoja ties the game at 6. RBI ground ball single the other way. Ain't trying to do too much. That's a 3-hit, 3 RBI day for Sanoja. And the winning run is at second with nobody out. But then the guy that might have been better than Sanoja today, and there really weren't many, not just in this game, but around Major League Baseball. Sanoja, again, 3-hit, 3 RBI day. Bichette tied up on a 4-hit day in the top of the 12th. Next pitch, Bichette lines it out to left center field. That drops in for a base hit. Hernandez in left will cut it off and fire it back in. That is the run for the Blue Jays in the 12th. An RBI single from Bo Bichette. It's 7-6 Toronto. And unfortunately, the Marlins came up empty in the home half of the 12th. That was all she wrote. 3-1 pitch. That one a ground ball over to short. Bichette has got it. He tosses to second. It does beat X to the bag. And that is how this ball game ends. It was a marathon, and the Fish ultimately fall to the Toronto Blue Jays on Saturday afternoon. What a fight by the Fish, but they fall short. 7-6 the final. The Blue Jays take it in 12. That was how this one sounded. When we come back, you'll hear from the skipper, Clayton McCullough. 10th Inning Show continues next on the Marlins Radio Network.
At Lone
Ball games. 2-1 pitch. Augustine hits one high in the air, out to left and deep. That is monster bound and gone. That went over the monster and over the El Tiante Hart. Augustine Ramirez with a monster blast. It's homer number 18 on the year. The second homer for the Fish. It's 7-2. Red Sox in the top of the 7th. 1-1. Wagaman drills out to left center field and deep. That is monster bound, and it's gone. Wag attack over the monster. Eric Wagaman smashes a ball. Perfect no more for Crochet. He went 7 up, 7 down on cruise control, but Wagaman caught up to the heater. The 9th home run that Crochet has allowed on the four-seamer this year, 111 miles an hour off the bat, and that opens scoring. It's 1-0 Fish in the top of the third.
Pitch that I could hit.
Pitch again. That one past the dive of the third baseman. Bregman into left for a base hit. That brings in X, and Liam Hicks waits out Whitlock. He shoots an RBI single the other way, and it's a one-run game. The tying run in scoring position with 2 men gone at the top of the 8th. It's 3-2 Boston. A 1 pitch. That one hit well out to right center field. Rafaela on the move. Back to the track. At the wall. And it's gone to tie the game. That ball just kept on carrying. Dane Myers with a leadoff solo shot to right center into the Boston bullpen. Knots this game at 3. Anthony Bender is readying the Marlins pen. Marcy drills a ball out to right. Down the line towards Pesky's pole, and it's gone. How about this rookie, Jacob? 10th Inning Show rolls on here on the Marlins Radio Network. Marlins fall 7-6 to the Toronto Blue Jays in 12 innings. Let's hear from the skipper, Clayton McCullough, after this one.
The team battled back and down 4-0, starting in the 7th inning. Then in the 9th, 10th, the 11th, it's getting a run across to extend the game. What do you think about your team's kind of will to compete tonight?
Yeah, I loved how we were able to come back. I mean, really pretty much being shut down by Berrios the first, 6 innings or so, and it really didn't get a whole lot going. But to, hang in there and put together that big 3-run inning to get back into it. And we're really, the last 4 innings of this game offensively, we were, it was like night and day from the first part of the game. I thought we just had really terrific at-bats, used the entire field. Guys really hung in there and came through in some big moments. And we had some balls that were hit well that, unfortunately didn't fall. So tough one to lose, great that we came back and, a lot of good moments by a lot of people today. We just, weren't able to get it done at the end.
In the 11th, you had runners on first and second, tied up the game. Dane lays down a bunt attempt. Was that a call by the coaching staff or Dane? And if so, what was the thought process behind it?
Yeah, I told Dane to sack bunt there, to a chance to, move both guys up and to felt be our best opportunity to score there, to have Dane try to sack bunt, and, we just didn't get it down.
Javi Sanoja tonight, he had 3 game-tying hits, 2 in the 9th inning or later. That's actually the first time in Marlins history that's happened for one player. What can you say about the way that he competed as a player tonight?
I think every day kind of running out of superlatives for Javi. I mean, he's incredibly tough, and we've talked about his defense and his versatility a lot this season and what he brings to our team. I think that's what you're going to get. He's going to put the ball in play. He moves it around, and he's not afraid of any moment that comes up, and can trust the at-bat that you're going to get. And he had a big stolen base as well. Javi, for a very young player, in moments where, you could easily let the heartbeat get going, Javi has a way to slow things down and come through.
Any update on John?
Yeah. Saw him, shake his arm after that last pitch. Went out there, some forearm discomfort, and right now we have to get some, some further, eval before we have a clear picture of maybe what that, might be.
Otto and out at second base.
Yeah, I mean, trying to make a play, hard hit ball. You at least try to get that ball behind you there where you can advance, and you just ended up getting caught too far off, and the pace at which it was hit and the location. Bo was heads up there to be ready to play behind, and the Otto just got in a spot where he just caught himself too far off on a well hit ball that was more in front of him.
What does it say about not only Otto but the trust that you have in him to put him in and pinch him in that spot in the 7th inning, having him get that RBI?
Oh, I mean, Otto's our starting shortstop, and if he had felt better yesterday, he would have started this game. So, I mean, him being able to come back, today and be available, weren't sure how he was going to feel coming to the park after a long day and night, yesterday, and he got through pregame and felt much better. And if there was an opportunity today to be able to get Otto in a big spot offensively, was be ready to do that.
You mentioned a couple of hard hit balls in there, obviously, like also Alberto. What was your vantage point of those? Did you think either one of those was gone?
I thought when Dane clicked his, just kind of down the left field line, thought maybe, it'd have a chance with the trajectory and wishful thinking that one would get out. And Burt put a really good swing on it. And to drive a ball out that part of the field the other way, you have to really hit it well. So all you do is you go up there and try to get a good pitch to fire at and put a good swing on. And both guys did. And unfortunately, that's how the game rolls.
What are you saying from Troy's at-bats? I think it's maybe came 1 or 2 in Boston. You have to be homer there, but just taking more pitches into their accounts as well.
Yeah, the at-bat quality has just been much better. I think Troy has now slowed things down, and to your point, he's gotten himself in much better counts. I think he's been more selective. You've seen him now use the whole field, moving the ball around. So he's putting together much better at-bats. I think a lot of that just stems from the pitch recognition, and his decision-making is allowing him to just, invest some pitches into an at-bat. And so he's just took a little while, but we're seeing Troy really start to make some adjustments here now with more time he's spent here.
Think about maybe walking Bichette.
Yeah, tough. It's gonna be a tough at-bat. I mean, so you got the infield in there. We have a chance coming up with, we're gonna have a runner at second. They'll, to put more people on base there. Calvin, bring the infield in. Hopefully, try to get something. A good chance Bo's going to make contact. We try to, get something in the infield, and if they're able to get one run there, I feel like when we still got a good chance to come back in our half and at least tie it up.
All right, that was Clayton McCullough. After this one, again, the Marlins fall to the Toronto Blue Jays 7-6 in 12 innings. We will step aside. We will say see ya when we come back. 10th inning show concludes next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Chronic
work last week. He got the win and the payoff pitch. X hits one high in the air and deep. Out to right. There's no doubt about this one. Homer number 2 on the year for X-Man, and Xavier Edwards did not miss a stitch. Who knew he had this in him? 104 off the bat, 402 feet out to right field, and a leadoff homer for power threat Edwards. Open scoring right away. Stowers at third, Otto at second. 2-2 to Jacob. On the way. And Marcy drills a ball out to right and deep. A line shot. Nearly gets to the concourse and gone. Out to right. He got a hanging sweeper and he did not miss it. Second homer of his career. Second homer against Gavin Williams in the first. And the Fish are pouring it on. 2-2. That one drilled again out to right and deep. That thing is gone. Marcy looks over to the first base dugout, pumps his fist, and now points towards the bullpen. Jacob Marcy 3 for 3 with a pair of homers and tied no more. Gabby made a sign. 2-1. That one hit high in the air out to right center field, pretty deep. Schneemann is back at the track, at the wall, and it's gone. Graham Pauley, he's heating up with the power stroke. His 4th homer on the year and his 3rd homer of the week. Graham Pauley gives the Fish some breathing room with a solo blast. It's 7-4 Marlins in the top of the 6th. In every clubhouse. Now, 1-0 pitch. That one lined into center field. That is in for a base hit. X can practically walk home from third base. Kyle Stowers gets right. His first hit of the night is an RBI single, and it's another run. It's 8-4 Marlins. All right, 10th inning show is wrapping up here on the Marlins Radio Network. Again, 7-6, the final score. The Blue Jays get the win over the Marlins in 12 innings. We still have the lights coming in from Lone Depot Park because the postgame concert is still going on Dominican Heritage Day. Just a beautiful day at the park it was. But the Fish will look to avoid the sweep in the hands of the Jays tomorrow at 1:40. Yuri Perez gets the ball in his 3.48 ERA against Kevin Gausman, the talented right-hander for the Blue Jays. He's got a 3.78 earned run average. Ahmed Jordan was an absolute trooper in studio today. We thank you so much for all you did, Ahmed. For Steven, for For Gabby, I'm Jack saying so long. This has been a presentation of Miami Marlins baseball on the Marlins Radio Network.